Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Thing that matches this, and we know he is a deep champion pool, but this is the new Canyon, everyone. He is playing with Chovy, he is playing with, I guess Keen is also playing a tank, he's playing with Pace, he knows
a victory. Keen, his last game was on Udia as, oh dearie me, that's a flash from Carrier, he's still on fire. Hail of Arrows comes down, lots of flashes coming in. He's underneath this turret, and there is first blood for Pace. Chovy taking 1 billion damage. They will be out. It's an odd one, as we get Carrier to move on in here as well. Canyon is going to be fighting against Ona, who is a little bit outnumbered, as Lehens and Chovy moving on in. Scryer's Bloom show exactly what's going on. Ziggin and Zaggin is Ona trying to get himself safe, but it's just not going to work out. Knocked up and destroyed. Canyon going to be able to grab that one. That is going to be the second kill for Gen G.
Still on vision is Canyon. He's not done. Zeus.
He is a
tree tempo. Wait,
tree on a mission. You can't lightning rush out of that one, as Keen is relatively low, but there is a big old fiery storm around that small lightning rat.
Really worth it yet? I think that remains to be seen as Drake gets taken, and we have,
as he is wont to do. Belveth doing her best to stay really far ahead in farm. That is what she's going to continue to do, as Carrier is going to get engaged on. Over the wall goes Canyon, and Carrier, I don't know whether he's getting out of this one. The ulti comes in, and Chovy says, thank you so much for our 4th one of the game. 1-0. And the amount of safety that they have with this Unbound Soul. You saw Chovy just walks forward and says, Oni, you're not going home. You're staying here. 4 versus 3. A magical journey is going to come on through. They're just leaving Gumayusi to die, and he will do so. Chains of Corruption come in. Ona going to try and dash his way. Evans getting to work here. Zeus going to move on down. Lehens has found a position here as they get a knock up onto Canyon. He's pretty tanky, but Ona now. Oh, he's given a magical journey. There it is. Canyon picks up that kill as Chovy's in trouble. Gets a shield, tries to get out, and he does. Oh my goodness.
Against his direct opponent.
Oh my goodness, the full thing. Oh, okay. Well, Keen now going to get on top of Zeus.
It's looking kind of rough in the 3rd games. Chovy.
Bit of a knock up onto Chovy. He's going to return the favor in kind as he flashes on top of Ona, who goes stabby for a little while, and Carrier says, let's take a pause. That is going to come in. The curtains are called here by Gumayusi, but he's not finding too many of them. Keen turns up, and good night, Carrier. He's going to pay for his sins. As Faker does find the Emperor's Divide. T1 are on the board. They figured it out, but Gumayusi is well and truly dead, and Ona, he gets away, but at what cost? As Canyon is going to drive
the actual turret towards the bottom half of the map, but they are able to get mid. They're able to get the mid interface behind. It doesn't feel great, and normally you have like, but what if cannon? But this is 80 cannon.
Chains of Corruption. Stabby might need to be employed, as Ona is just going to go down. That is the kill going over to Lehens, I believe, with a tick of Ignite. Just can't really get
played.
And it's also like the composition from Gen G doesn't open a lot of doors. As Lehens, speaking of which, is just going to look for Ona here. He is able to dish, dash, and dive away.
Nice.
As Fate comes in. Nature's Grasp comes down as well, as Faker does find the scoop onto Canyon, but he's not exactly the optimal target, as Lehens is slinking away. Zeus finds it. With the last Q, the Shuriken will pick up Lehens there. So
incredibly impressive. Maokai is, I'm pretty sure there is some bad things about to happen to the T1 members.
Yeah, Ona is just, he's just flapping away. Yeah, he realizes that there's nothing he's really going to be able to do about this one. Faker is going to die. Pays now could be in trouble though, as the Tempered Fate not going to land on top of him, but that's Ona collecting the kill.
Hey?
That is a, but he gets out. Pays not so lucky.
Jhin value as well.
Oh, love to see it. That's all right, T1 trying to deny this one. This is Hextech Soul, this is big. As Keen gets in there, magical journey to get them out. Somehow it's Carrier that secures the Drake.
I'd argue it's low, in fact, because they don't have Keen, and even if they do, he's not building any of his Carrier.
Oh, Carrier could just be caught out here, and there he goes. Chovy collects it. Once again, just finding these pickoffs.
Focus down aggressively, and Carrier has, I think, been struggling the most on T1 together with Owner in this specific game, as Keen finds Zeus.
But Carrier does have Magical Journey. Is going to get a stun down there as well, as Keen getting shot quite a few times, and there it is. Gumayusi going to lock that one down, and Keen, it's a little bit too far forward. As Ona looking to rotate around. Carrier has already dove over the top with these Hex Gates as in goes Lehens. He finds Gumayushi, who immediately explodes. Nature's Grasp to come down as well. This is a guaranteed Hex Tech Soul, and T1 do not want to be around to see it.
And also, when you look at the head-to-head, it's night and day in this specific game.
Lehens is flashing in. There's the Tempered Fate. He just moves out of the way of it. Nicely done there to try and keep himself alive. Avoids the ulti from Chovy. He's dead, but he has avoided some stuff, and it looked kind of cool.
Yeah. But he does die again. A bouncy or two here, but Genji can be really happy. Going according to game plan.
Yeah, already getting started on
levels up. He has Axiom Arc.
Yeah, I mean...
That's not a new item, but you wouldn't know it. TP coming in.
Yeah, let's see whether T1 can mount any sort of defense. As in goes Chovy, unbinds the soul, and says goodnight to the cannon. Faker clearing out vision where he can, but I don't think he's going to be able to swoop in and do anything here, as the Belveth has a blast cone available, gets into the pit somehow, and nails it! Okay, all right, Ona. Yes, you have the better So there you go. And you heard the shriek of the crowd here as well. That one gets taken down. Lehens is in a position on the map. It turns out that it was not a position that was very good for him to be in.
This game is going places, Atlas.
This game is going. That is absolutely true. Chovy is golden, and yeah, he's looking in a bit of trouble. Nature's Grasp to try and save him. Some flashes forward here as he gets a shield, but he is still going to go down, and Ona will possess him now. Looking for some knockups onto Canyon, and stunned swing back.
Oh, we might be heading towards an Elder Flip, Atlas.
Oh, baby.
Gold's going to be basically even after this inner falls. Yeah, that's a slight gold lead for somewhat unreasonable amount of control in this carrier.
I
guess it's fine.
Yeah, Genji just going to run away from him. There's Chains of Corruption, and he's dead.
Not fine.
No, he's not.
Take it back.
He is not fine, and Pays is gold. And
new season, new me
100%.
for everyone. As now Genji's pushing with 5 people in the mid lane, setting up for Elder.
And T1 is pushing with 2 people in the top lane, setting up for killing a top lane turret.
Yeah, but they're going to lose Elder, which they know. They're trying to set up a bait. Oh, they don't want to go, but they do!
There's the flash forward with the quickness. Chains of Corruption comes in, Tempered Fate to buy some space, but Ona is, very close to taking Lehens with him, but he will go down. And now, Chovy diving on forward. Keen is a brick wall, but he cannot withstand it for too long, with Faker and Zeus having some deadly autos to come on in there. There's the ulti, the sweep comes in from Faker, and he finds the kill onto the Udyr. Lehens has turned up yet again, and Pays just does so much damage. My goodness, you blink and you lose him, as the Elder is getting very angry. Teleport to grab that one as well, and it's looking like Genji might be able to take this first matchup against T1.
That's just cruel! It's going to be something. They do stall for a little bit here, but this is just a timeout, an Elder buff.
Do you think that Lehens bought a Force of Nature just to show everyone that he is in fact a Force of Nature?
Really the only explanation that makes sense to me, yeah.
They are likely going to lose
30
this.
seconds, they
the amount
gotta
of
get this
siege
up.
potential is just absurd. You have Nature's Grasp available. It's so hard to engage onto Genji. See whether T1 can find any sort of way.
20 seconds.
Well, Ona down so incredibly low, and yeah, like you're talking about, it's all about the Elder. You engage onto that, and you just can't really do anything about it. As, a possible pickup onto Chovy, has to flash away. Lehens is going to be taken down. Zeus now with the ultimate ticking. He does fall down, but the Empress Divide comes in. Keen is just gigantic. It's very difficult to take him down, as Canyon's going to be eviscerated. Pays does a lot of damage, but he needs a front.
Canyon.
All right, throwing some kitty cats over. There is the ulti. Ona going to zigzag away, finds the knockup, as the tree is going to be stilled for now. They
won't deal with this.
All right, Tempered Fate is going to stop the teleport. That means the Faker is able to take down the inner turret. He could look for even more here, as the mini Kevins making their way in.
There's
Faker
no
is just going to destroy
the Lich Bane!
He's had the Lich Bane this whole time. It's been there in his inventory. And the Udyr makes... Well, this Elder is dead.
It's just gone.
It's really gone. Oh my god, that was so scary. That was so scary. Okay, Empress Divide coming on in here as Chovy gets over the wall. Faker does go into his Zhonya's, but look at even the hail of arrows tearing them apart.
No!
Faker, oh, he gets eaten by the dragon. Is now Keen and Zeus fighting, but Zeus
Plus Elder buff. Second Elder buff.
Yeah. They don't have Baron just yet. They can back away and get that if they really want to add to it. But Ona could be caught out of position. Pays with his 1,000,000 items. Raining down the arrows. In goes Lahens once again. There's the Wombo combo. They've taken down the Belveth as well, and I think this is the last gasp for T1. The last one's going to be an ultimate landing from Pays, which is a pretty beautiful way to end it here, as the last Nexus turret will go down and the Nexus will follow. Gen G, after having so much control all game, it was an extraordinarily long one, but they got there in the end.
And Gen